later.
Right.
And for the youngster, some of them don't even know about mentors, and this is really a legendary group, you know?
Absolutely. Well, what it was, Main Source, they had a nice album out called Breaking Atoms, and they had the hit record, Looking at the Front Door, man. My brother, Large Professor, he was the lead rapper of the group. The other two brothers was DJs. They had a nice thing going, but unfortunately, things happen within groups. Management is wrong, or money comes into play and it changes people's relationships. So unfortunately, Large Professor, he wanted to leave the group and take
Okay.
care of his own business. And I used to hang out at this studio called Hush Productions down in Manhattan. And a good friend of mine, Jeff Red, who was a very popular singer, was telling me that there was a group that needed a new lead rapper. He said the group was already established, but he didn't tell me who they were. He just gave me a number and an address to show up. So when I showed up to that address, knocked on the door, K Cut from the group Main Source answered the door, and the rest is history. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. That's just awesome, you know? That's part of history. I mean, it's just, I wish everybody will check that because we've got a lot of young people coming on the site, you know, and they like a bit of hip hop history. So
Absolutely.
they need to dig it, and I really encourage them to do that.
Right, right.
And right now you are a member of the group Element of Hip Hop, so I mentioned it earlier. So tell me, how did you build that? Because it's mythical also, you know?
Right. Well, Elements of Hip Hop was born on my birthday in 2012, November 25th, 2012. Um, I connected with DJ Mercury, and I did an interview on his radio station, and we formed a nice relationship from that day on. So my birthday was coming up, and DJ Mercury offered to do my party, like to bring the music to my party,
Yeah,
and
dope.
the connection was just incredible. So from that day on, we said, yo, we should be a group, man. You should be my DJ, I should be the rapper. We should take it back to where it used to be with this real hip hop, man. So that's where Elements of Hip Hop was born. And then he introduced me to Grand Wizard Rasheen that had like
Yes.
a similar background as me, but on the DJ side. And we all just clicked from there, and that's what happened. That's how Elements of Hip Hop came about. Because we wanted to bring the realism back to the game,
Yeah,
the
and
DJ.
and that's really dope, you know, because two DJs in a group and not the less, you know.
Exactly.
Also,
Yeah,
I'm saying this again for young people, they've got to check on these DJs. Because
that's right.
DJ Mercury and DJ Grand Wizard Machine are not the less. You know, there's really old school DJs, that's real DJs.
That's right. And if it wasn't for the DJ, there would be no rapper right now. So salute the DJ.
Yes, salute the DJ. I agree totally with that, really. So, I've heard that you're currently working on an album. So I
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
know more about that, you know? So
Oh,
tell me more.
that's my baby. This album is something that's very anticipated, and something that I took 2 years to formulate this master plan, and it's definitely what hip hop needs right now. The name of the album is called Day of Destruction. Uh, it's produced by a legendary rap artist from Russia. His name is Legalized. Y'all can Google him,
Legalize.
whatever. He's big over there. But anyway, 2 years ago, we connected, and he was like, Mike, it's time for you to come out, and it's time for you to come out the way you should have came out a long time ago. Because I've always been the type that got into these deals and these situations where I was basically told how to come out, and I had to do it because of marketing, and I never really had my own voice or my own opinion.
Yeah,
So
because
with this,
I think you were like into some stuff, like you were into groups and stuff, but you didn't have time to take care of your own career, in fact, you know? I have
exactly.
this feeling, you know?
Yeah, so Legalize, he started blessing me with beats. And what's so crazy about Legalize's production is his beats reminded me of when I used to work with the legendary Paul C. We
Yeah,
have that same exact chemistry. His music complements my lyrics. It brings my lyrics to life. It's just not me rapping off of any beat and just saying hot stuff. His beats really bring the lyrics to life. So this album, Day of Destruction, is going to be incredible. And my features, woo, forget about it.
yeah, I want to hear about your features. I want to hear about that. Tell us, tell us some exclusivity, please.
We
Give
have
us
some of
one feature we
we
should
have some
know.
of my favorite artists of all time on this album, and I'm blessed that they collaborated with me. First off, I want to thank and salute my man R.A. the Rugged Man. He's a
Oh
great
my
talent.
God.
He's a lyrical beast. He's a monster. I definitely got to salute and thank my brother Craig G from Queensbridge,
That's
from Juice Crew, the freestyle fanatic. You know what I'm
Craig
saying? We
G.
both from
You
Queens.
kidding me?
Yes, Craig G. I've got to give thanks to my little brother Cannabis. Y'all know who Cannabis is. He's a lyrical beast. You know what I mean? So not only did I go back to the old school or the middle school, because we even have from the West Coast, my man Mellow Man Ace, man.
Oh
Y'all
yeah,
know who
yeah,
Cypress Hills is, then y'all gotta know who Mellow Man Ace is.
yeah.
I got him on the album. I got my brother MC Lotto from Queens, another crazy lyricist.
Meloman Ace is Monty Rosa. I mean, wow, we love Meloman Ace, and we're
We got
supposed to get an interview soon with him.
nice.
So
We got my little brother Legacy. He's another up and coming artist from the Bronx. He's a beast. I have my man Mike Hands from Brooklyn, crazy with it. My man Don Street, another crazy artist. Oh, and I can't forget the legendary Big Pun. His
oh my
son,
God.
Chris Rivers, is on the album. So, Day of Destruction is about to be a masterpiece like no other. It's hip hop that people have been missing. It's not old school, it's not new school, it's just a living testament of what we're coming with. Living proof. That's it.
Right, it's a testimony of what hip hop is, you know?
That's what it is.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I understand. Yeah, I get it. So I hope you will keep us up to date when it drops, because really
Absolutely.
that's gonna be
We
something
got a
for
single
sure.
getting ready to come out in a few weeks. All alone. Listen out for that. I'll send you a link today, as a matter of fact, so you can get the first listen.
Yes, I will. I will do that for sure. Um, so I have a question also about we're talking about hip hop. So what's your vision of the hip hop scene today within the US or worldwide or whatever, you know? How do you feel it, and do you, because you have a background so you can see a difference, you know?
Yeah, well, it's changed a lot. Like everything else, things evolve. You know what I mean? You got a lot of these rappers that are bitter about the old school and the new school. I don't have time for that. I think today's hip hop is a good thing. It's in a good place, depending on what type of rapper you want to listen to. I mean, if you want to listen to trap music, listen to trap music. If you want to listen to, people keep saying there's no more lyricists. J. Cole is a lyricist.
I
Kendrick
agree.
Lamar is a lyricist. There's a lot of lyricists out there as well.
Yes.
I think back, back in our days, you were judged for the skills and what you brought to the table. Nowadays, you're judged by how many numbers you have, how many followers, how many views.
It's true.
It's nothing wrong with that. I mean, if I was from this era, then that's what I would be doing. But I'm not from this era. I'm from my era, but I'm still representing. So I don't have anything negative to say about today's music because there's something for everybody out there.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, you know, because I think hip hop and dead is just for everybody's taste and stuff. You know, there's always something going on. You know,
Absolutely.
I respect what you're saying about that. Um, so I would like also to know your passion for music. What does it bring you?
My passion for music, hip hop in general, is therapy for me. You know, if I'm feeling a certain way, you know, I could go to my pen and paper and just jot it down on paper. You know, I could go in my room and turn my microphone on and just let it out lyrically. You know, so my passion it runs deep. Anybody who knows me can tell you I'm hip hop all day. I could put on a suit and tie, but I'm
That's right.
still hip hop. I could be in church and they know I'm still hip hop.
Hip hop.
So to know me is to know hip hop.
Okay. And so, besides this album, what are your upcoming project shows, something, or maybe coming to Europe and see us?
Yes, that's definitely a part of our plans. We're looking for a good booking agent right now. I would love to get a tour with all of my features on this album. I'm also working on a short film slash a mini series called Press uh,
Okay.
with Streetline Production. This is a project that's going to be really nice. Like if people are into Empire and stuff like that, they're going to love Press. You know,
Oh,
so I
okay.
will definitely keep you posted on that. I'll send you the link, and
Oh
yeah,
yes,
that's what I'm working on.
definitely do. Really, that's really something. I just hear of that today. Yeah, keep us really up to date, but I know you will.
Yeah, I have a big
I'm
role.
gonna bug you for that, so.
Yeah, it's going to be really great.
And as a conclusion, what message will you pass on both, I would say, to people wishing to start emceeing today, but also to your fans, you know?
You know, I look at it like this: if you're gonna start doing this, do it from the heart. Don't do it from the pocket. A lot of cats get into this game and think they're gonna get paid overnight. You know what I mean? And I don't want to sound like the old grandpa or the father, but stay your behind in school. Do what you got to do. If you got to work 9 to 5 to support your family, work 9 to 5. Do this on the side.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because hip hop is
Word
not
up,
for
yeah.
everybody. You're not going to become a star overnight. And the first thing that you have to do, first and foremost, is show business. So you have to show business. Learn your business, know your business, and be about your business. You know what I mean? That's it. Be yourself. Find your style and do you. Don't do what's trending. Do you. That's how I look at it.
Yes, and do you think it's better to stay independent? Like, because
Well,
you know the industry is kind of killing the creativity sometimes. Well, that's my thought, you know?
the independent scene is a great way to go. I mean, if you believe in yourself and invest that time and that money into yourself, you feel me? A lot of people get independent uh, mixed up. Like if you're gonna come out independent and you're gonna get a distributor to distribute your stuff, make sure you got some money to back your project up because
Exactly.
when you come out independently, you're basically doing what a label would have done for you. And to run a label, it costs money. So even if you're an independent artist, don't rely on just your views and you know all of that stuff. Invest in yourself. Invest time in yourself and invest a little bit of money in yourself and you go a long way.
Yeah, right. I think it's important to tell people you've got to invest also a little bit of money into yourself, like mastering your sound, recording in a proper place, and stuff like that. Because we listen to a lot of songs sometimes and they're not masterized and stuff. And the people are kind of having a great potential, you know? So it's costing, like you said, keep a day job if you want to make it a passion and just invest into your music also, you
That's
know?
right. There's nothing
That's
wrong with
right.
working a 9 to 5. Everybody gotta eat.
We all
Right?
need to eat, right? We
That's
all
right.
do.
I do both. I rap and I work 9 to 5.
Yeah,
So
right. Well, we do that too, you know. And so the last words will be going to your fan, and so I'm sure they're gonna wait for your upcoming album. So you have something to address to them.
I just want to thank each and every one of y'all for being loyal supporters. I don't even call y'all my fans. I call y'all my family. Because if it wasn't for y'all, I would not be doing this interview right now. So I just want to thank y'all from the bottom of my heart. And trust me, when the day of destruction comes, I will not let you down. Believe it.